defends the nation. 919fm.com. Here's what's happening. News from the street. 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. It's time for a look at your news to 4 o'clock here on Street 919 FM, brought to you courtesy T&Tech, the power to make it work. Police arrest suspect responsible for fire around the Queen's Park, Savannah. Ministry of Energy says an investigation will be launched into heritage ruptured tank incident, and overseas, George Floyd is laid to rest. The details when we return.
In service to customers who wish to pay bills directly, all T&Tech service centers will be open for bill payments only from Monday, May 4th, Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. To ensure the safety of employees and customers, persons entering service centers must wear a mask and maintain safe social distancing. Additional safety precautions will also be in place at each office. T&Tech is pleased to provide a safe environment for its staff and customers and requests your cooperation as we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19.
News from the street. 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon once again, Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Vern Extevor, and here are your details to 4 p.m. courtesy T&Tech. Police has held a man who they suspect to be responsible for a fire around this Queen's Park, Savannah early this afternoon. That fire caused a major traffic pileup for over an hour. Firefighters from the Belmont and Ryson Road stations responded to a call at about 12:45 p.m. and on arrival at the scene found 5 wooden carnival booths alight. The firefighters quickly extinguished the blaze, which affected 2 additional booths and a tree. The total damage has been estimated at approximately $70,000. Police have apprehended the suspect who they say resides at the McShine Street in Belmont, and took him into the Four Roads police station. No one was injured at the scene. In other news, Minister of Energy Franklin Khan has launched an investigation after Tank 27 at the Heritage Petroleum Adventure Tank Farm ruptured on Sunday. That caused the flooding to an entire community with salt water. Heritage says it was in the process of conducting an engineered hydro test to assess the integrity of the tank. The minister was responding to an urgent question in the Senate on Tuesday today, and Mr. Khan said the report will be forwarded to the Environmental Management Authority and the Occupational Safety and Health Agency. And cleanup operations are still ongoing at Heritage Petroleum in Point Fortin after the failure of Tank 27 on Sunday. Contractors who had been brought into the area for the cleanup operations have hired residents of the community after the requisite health, safety, and security and environmental considerations and orientation and training was conducted. A release from the company's corporate communications unit on Monday said there is no evidence of volatile organic carbons since the leak. However, there was a scent of hydrocarbons in the area. The Point Fortin area was visited on Monday by its Member of Parliament Edmund Dillon, Mayor Kennedy Richards Jr., and the CEO of Heritage Petroleum, Arlene Chow, to get a first-hand look at the situation. Now to news overseas. George Floyd, the unarmed African-American man who was killed by 4 white police officers last month in Minneapolis, which sparked mass protests and violence across the United States of America, was currently being laid to rest. The funeral took place early this afternoon at the Fountain of Praise Church in Houston, Texas, and was attended by over 500 guests, including politicians and celebrities, much like the memorial held last week in Minneapolis. Floyd will be laid to rest alongside his mother. Minneapolis Governor Tim Walz called on people to honor the funeral by observing silence for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, the time Floyd was pinned to the ground before he died. And that's us making news here to 4 p.m. on Street 919 FM. Before we leave, let me remind you of the headlines. Police arrest suspect responsible for the fire around the Queen's Park, Savannah this afternoon. Minister of Energy says an investigation will be launched into the heritage ruptured tank incident on the weekend. And overseas, finally, George Floyd is laid to rest. That's your news to 4 p.m. here on Street 919 FM. My name is Vern Extevor. We say thanks to our friends at T&Tech, and good afternoon to you, Trinidad and Tobago. Up next, Aisha Wells and yours truly inside The Balance.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
In service to customers who wish to pay bills directly, all TNTech service centers will be open for bill payments only from Monday, May 4th, Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. To ensure the safety of employees and customers, persons entering service centers must wear a mask and maintain safe social distancing. Additional safety precautions will also be in place at each office. TNTech is pleased to provide a safe environment for its staff and customers and requests your cooperation as we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19.
TheStreet919fm.com. Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. TheStreet919fm.com. TheStreet919fm.com. The official station that defends the nation.
In service to customers who wish to pay bills directly, all TNTech service centers will be open for bill payments only from Monday, May 4th, Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. To ensure the safety of employees and customers, persons entering service centers must wear a mask and maintain safe social distancing. Additional safety precautions will also be in place at each office. TNTech is pleased to provide a safe environment for its staff and customers and requests your cooperation as we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19.
With changes in operations due to COVID-19, over 10,000 TNTech customers have signed up to pay their bill online and receive bills by email. Commercial and residential customers, do business with TNTech online today. Sign up at www.ttec.co.tt/CWA.
We know the street because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
Everything all right in there?
Say no that.
All right.
Highway dancers, dreams dog. She sing my dreams dog. One songs a day beg Jah for guide me and my team dog. Dreams dog. She sing my dreams dog. Rest in peace, Sky Blue was a real brother to me. My dog I set it, stepping at the skin, skull outright. Now me take off like rocket. You want try puppet? No but touch a box, put the brain like the box of mommy darling. With the big galley. Me no really business where you come from. Can't scare me, people love me. Big long broom, you know how we sweep. These streets, I know.
Stand out in a Babylon and represent the truth. Me nah go see a road and see bad things and keep me mouth from mute. I got a strong reggae beat with a mic in my hand to lead out the youth from out of destruction and tell the people they should know right from wrong. We got the strength, we got the power to help each other up the ladder. Don't be selfish to help your brothers today. We can make it if we try. Just remember to hold your red eye. It doesn't make sense when we fuss and fight. I need a Gideon boot and a khaki suit. We stand out in a Babylon and defend the truth. Me nah go sit aside and watch Babylon and keep me mouth from mute. I've got a strong reggae beat and a mic in my hand to lead out the youth from out of destruction and let the people know right from wrong. wise. Believe in yourself. The future generation depends on you. Hey. Show a little love in your heart. And let the people know there's more to life. I need a Gideon boot and a khaki suit to stand up in the Babylon and defend the truth. Me nah go sit aside and watch Babylon and keep me mouth for mute. I've got a strong reggae beat and a mic in my hand to lead out the youth them out of destruction and let the people know right from wrong. All who believe in love will get a blessing from above. All who believe in love, all who believe in love will get a blessing from above. All who believe in love. Hey, think about the hungry, think about the naked one. Hey, think about the fatherless and the motherless. Think about the gun you send out coming back at you. Whoa, yeah. Hey, think about the next generation to come. I need a Gideon boot and a khaki suit to stand up in the Babylon and represent the truth. Alright, I know me now go stand alone and keep me mouth from you. I need a thing with the beat with a mic in my hand.
So let me start off by saying a very special good afternoon to you, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Top of the afternoon to those of you on the web. That's locking us down right now via our website. Yes, if you're streaming me live on YouTube, I say thank you so much. If you're streaming me live right now on Facebook, yeah, I say thank you so much for choosing me. My name is Aisha Wells, and I'm in your company today until 7 o'clock. So much is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. So much issues to deal with. Again, you're with me. And for this, I am grateful. I want to say a very special good afternoon to my colleague who I can't see what mic he on right now. So I play catch up. I think it might be on 3. Yeah, it's 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm on 3. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon, Aisha Wells.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you. I think today was a very productive day. I must say. Today was a very, very productive day.
Excellent. Let me say good afternoon to those of you now checking in on the live. As you're getting, we're not sticking. Just share the live. Charmin Taylor, my sister-in-law on the inside. Share the live, sister-in-law, as you get in and you check in. Share the live, all right? We have a reputation to hold on to, and we intend to do so. So as you get in, don't stick, share the live. And for those of you who want to see live in the studio, all you need to do is go to our Facebook page. It's The Street 919 FM. You click on the like button and you share the live. What are some of the things making news in our world before we jump inside?
Well, the fire around the savannah today.
What's going on
Those
with that?
carnival boots were set ablaze today. I think a couple of them, we read it in the news just now. The police have already apprehended the suspect and taken him to 4 roads. But yeah, it seems like...
When I heard about it, right away I knew it would have been awesome. Because I'm telling myself that there is no electricity in any of those boots, so the fire most likely won't be electrical, wouldn't it?
No, arson. It was plain arson. Somebody set it ablaze.
I don't know whose intention it is to destabilize this country, but there are some people working head over heels, intent on doing so. I don't know for what reason, if somebody trying to, stop an election. I don't know. I have to wonder about these things. I looked at the protests that took place around the savannah over and over and over again and see people provoking the police. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
That was plain provocation.
Yeah, I think
I know way else to describe it.
What that was about, though? What could that
Black
possibly...
Lives Matter.
No, but what could that particular action bring about? What result could you get from that?
I think it was to show solidarity to the folks who are protesting in the United States, maybe.
Mm-hmm. But the provoking of the officers...
Well, you know, we can have a real riot if we in provoke. We are trainees, we have to provoke. And I'm saying, you know, I want to commend the police officer.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did exceptionally well in dealing with the situation, you know. He didn't fall into the trap that many wanted him to, which was to fall into that, the police wicked category. You know the police wicked crew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they wanted him. They wanted him to be a part of that. But he held, you know, his composure, and I want to commend the police service for dealing with it in the right way. Yeah, in the right way. What else is making news?
Well, aside from the situations with Heritage Company addressing leaks and all these other little debacles, the UNC had a press conference today.
Really?
Yeah, and they're coming up against this real estate bill, as it's called, that's in the parliament today. And they're coming up against the government, saying that the government reducing the time to talk, and they want their time to say what they have to say. And they've changed a particular bill to move it from being a bill that needs majority to a bill that they could pass. I need to do some research on it because I wanted to hear the contents of the bill, because it has to do, because it has to do with you as a property owner being able to have a property, and the government being able to investigate the property to find who's the real owner. That's one of the things, so that people can't hide behind properties to launder money and move things without getting penalties. And the other part of it, though, which is, I guess, most worrisome for the UNC, is whether you have a property and somebody else from the public now could go and check up on things in the public record. Part of the bill says that they will remove that ability from persons to be able to view the public record of properties owned.
Okay.
And that is the two main bones of contention I would have seen from what I listened to in the press conference from the UNC, because I was also trying to be a multitasker and listen to the police press conference, which was happening at the same time.
What the police had a briefing about?
Well, the police briefing in particular, I think this was don't take this the wrong way, Mr. Commissioner, but it was a Gary Griffith, horn-tooting exercise, as they commended themselves for solving the murder that took place in Tobago, that double murder. They have arrested persons in La Hakita within 24 to 48 hours, which was very good. You know, the persons committed the murder in Tobago, and they were captured in La Hakita. And they spoke about that, and he said, the police need to get applause, and they do need to get some recognition for when they do good, and, we always hear about the police doing bad, and so on and so forth. They shared some statistics, at which point I had to segue across to the UNC platform. But I got the main gist of it, and I think it is admirable that we recognize the police when they do detect and solve crimes in a timely manner. And this particular double murder in Tobago, I was very happy to hear that it was resolved in such a short space of time,
Well, we wait to see how that situation plays itself out. It is now before the court, so we would say no more on the matter, but commend the police for going out there and actually, doing their work.
Yeah.
And as we continue to look at the murder toll, it's still up there. We had 6 murders on the weekend, and I want the commissioner to work seriously to send those to meet their justice as well. Let me just put it that way. All right, so much to discuss today. So much is on the agenda. A couple interviews on the inside. We're going to get ready to do one in a short.
Some powerful interviews today, too.
It's a powerful interview. Today we have such a powerful interview lined up, and we're going to do that. Yeah? So as we get ready to do that, now we take a short break. Not a long one, but a short one. and we will come back on the inside. Remember to stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
This is The Balance on
It's
Street
the
919
balance on the
FM.
Street 919 FM. I want to say good afternoon to Heavy Duty Uncles. Set up Bacchanalists.
Yeah, good afternoon, Heavy.
Yeah,
Good
so they're
afternoon,
back
Ghost.
on their online show, and today was their grand debut. And for the debut, they decided to hit me for 6.
That is what
Yeah, they say they don't like the balance. They want me to run back out my whole self and, you know, be the tyrant that they are accustomed hearing on radio now. They find that balance in cutting it, you know. So I was a guest on their program today. I had fun, guys. You know, you always have a strong show. And like I say, it's early days yet. Who knows? Somebody might awaken the beast before the election. Right now, the beast sleeping. Let her sleep now. Yeah, she needed rest. So with that, we're going to go
We
for
know
a
the
short
importance of great customer service. That's why here at O'Neill Rentals, we offer the fastest delivery service to our clients absolutely free. All of our cars are guaranteed clean and fueled up upon delivery. We also offer quick and easy e-sign up. This means we can sign you up from anywhere using our cell phone and tablet technologies. This also means that there's no paperwork to do ever. We value our customers. That's why we go above and beyond to make you happy. So, are you coming to Tobago? Do you need a rental car? Call us now for your quote today. 361-1042. Call us today, 361-1042.
This is The Street, the all-new 919 FM.
By far, radio is still the best way to get more for your advertising dollar. Millions of people listen to radio every day. Why not advertise on radio? It's cheaper. It reaches the highest potential audience. It's time efficient and it works. Handpick the people you want to receive your advertising message. Advertise on the street. 919 FM. The MFO service says.
Survey said, number one answer.
We're the fastest growing radio station.
We are The Street, the new Street 919 FM.
So call us now to book your spots. 628-4531.
Get interactive with The Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
All right, we're back. Thank you so much for staying with us, yeah? So we have a couple interviews in today's show. We're going to push them back until after the break that's due around 4:30 or so. And then we have another interview in the 5 o'clock hour. So I'm going to open up the phone lines pretty early, touch base with those of you on the outside, see what's making news in your world. You know, feel free to call in and, of course, have your say on 342-0081 771-1791 466-5391. So I've been receiving a lot of messages on social media, people asking me to give my thoughts on the entire COVID-19 scenario, whether it's fact or fiction. That's a whole topic by itself, really. I have my own thoughts on this COVID-19 situation, but I promise you it's something that we're going to look at, you know. Persons are noticing, and people all around the world are gathering with protest actions at the moment, and it's as though you're not hearing the numbers climbing anymore. You know, is it that COVID is on a break? But like I said, that's a whole other topic. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live? Caller, you with me?
Oh, a pleasant good evening to you, Aisha.
Hey, how you doing, Paul?
I'm good, actually. Good evening, Mr. X.
Good afternoon, Paul.
I am locked on and I'm listening. Looking forward to see the persons that you're going to interview. Could you tell me what the topic is about today?
Well, we're actually just raising random issues in the first hour before we get into our interviews. We have a series of interviews we're going into in a short while, so we decided to give you guys the opportunity to vent. What are you venting about today, Paul?
Basically, I think what I need to vent about today, though, is that two things. One, you see the black movement, kind of, Black Lives Matters around the savannah. You hear me clearly?
Loud and clear.
Right. That situation needs to go because we have too many murders in the country and we are not marching about the murders. We're not marching about the black killing black, right? I'm not against what they are doing, but I'm saying you have to look within yourself and respect who you are. And in terms of, if look as though it's self-hate. If you do, as I rightfully said, you have to look within yourself. Why would you look at somebody who looks like you and want to kill that same person? Right? Who looks like you, share the same morals and the same values. And the other thing too, I have been receiving a lot of messages stating that persons apply for the grant and they are not qualified for it. So that's the other issue that I'm having with persons who was waiting for this grant and they didn't get it from the government.
So what was some of what was the reasons the government gave for cancelling some of those persons or turning them away? Sorry.
Them saying that it doesn't fall within the qualifying period, which is the 19th of March to the 30th of June.
So is it that they applied outside of that period?
Maybe like a week or two before the period. Maybe the first time that the Dr. Terence Dial Singh did indicated that they applied for the grants, and it was on the 12th when he discussed the first case in Trinidad and Tobago. So I don't understand a pandemic case in the country. You apply for a grant under your business, or you apply for a grant under termination, and they're saying that you're not qualified. Well, and you know how people could be Aisha and Mr. X. When they get a grant from the government, they will say, "Great is the PNM. We vote in PNM. Dr. Audi did his job." You're not hearing that on social media.
All right. Well, if you know anybody who was turned away, please message us. We'd like to hear their side of the story, you know, how they applied, when they applied, that type of thing,
Somebody in Tobago who got turned away, who got put out of their apartment because they didn't get the grant in time for the landlord, and the landlord just put them out. So there's situations in Tobago, Trinidad. Yeah, I'll message you all guys.
That's the Plymouth situation you're talking about?
Yeah, let us know.
I think that's a Plymouth. When it's a Plymouth situation, I saw that one, and there's another case as well that I know.
All right. Well, I'm working on something with that right now. I believe I could start to talk about it now because I got a...
Okay, well, do it directly after this break because there's a break coming up in about a minute or so. Caller, quickly, you have about a minute.
Yeah, all right. Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
Concerning the people about people getting put out, that's illegal, not because you have a certain period of time, even if they don't pay the rent before you can put out somebody. So I'm having a little difficulty with those things that apparently occurred. I don't know if it really occurred or if it didn't, but if it did, it's an illegal activity, and that's a serious court matter for any homeowner that put out a renter without proper procedure and due notice. That's a serious charge. Have a nice day.
Thank you. So we're going to go for that break. I see you on the line. I'm taking your calls directly after. I know you want to start to talk about a situation that's happening in Tobago as well. So we're going to do that. Yeah, stay with us. We're on Street 919 FM.
Tag them a little baby. Go for them anyway, anytime. If you know we no move shaky. Dog them fairy, yeah, fairy. Tag them a little baby. Go for them anyway, anytime. If you know we no move shaky.
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Get interactive interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our shows.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
Hello, this is Pastor Charles from the Upper Room Ministry. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM every Wednesday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. for a time of prayer and intercession. I want you to know that we are going to have a TIME time in the presence of God, lifting up our nation, lifting up our families in prayer. I'm looking forward to, my God, for you to join with me. Praise God, every Wednesday, praise God, praying for our nation, praying for our families, praying for our children. Join with me every Wednesday at 12 midnight. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM. God bless you.
A bacon shark at Maracas Beach is truly an experience. Now get the same exquisite taste of the beach in the heart of town. Richard's Bacon Shark from Maracas to the city. 7 Western Main Road, St. James. Curbside pickup and delivery is available. To order, call 488-BAKE. That's 488-2253 or 75-SHARK, 757-4275. Richard's Bacon Shark from Maracas to the city. The taste you know and love is just a little closer.
Tune in to Shaman's Path every first and third Friday from 10:05 to 10:35 a.m. for hidden truths, wise sayings, current events based on prophecies and shamanic healing methods. Call 496-1471 or log on to shamanezra.com. This program is brought to you through the kind courtesies of Kudo Herbal Health, distributors of Kudo Alkaline Water, which assist with your pH balance and promoting a healthy lifestyle. We also engage in medical, massages, and therapy. For more info, call 722-2614.
Technology just went a step further with Global Galaxy app. The Global Galaxy app shows you where the hotspots are when looking for a good time. Looking for something new? This app is going to resolve all that for you. It allows you to see a live projection of the amount of people in a specific club, restaurant, hotel, boat ride, and more. Showing you menus, reviews, specials, and much more. Global Galaxy is worldwide and allows business owners to upload their content, videos, memes, and menus. Global Galaxy app is also a very good marketing strategy to allow more traffic in your establishment and is available free for both Android and iOS devices. So, any user that downloads this app sees all participating restaurants, hotels, boat rides, and wherever you would like to go. Business owners just have to log in at our website, www.globalgalaxy.com, and register on the website. And you would have an admin section where you would be able to manage the visual of those who would be using the app. As long as you install the app and check into a participating outlet, gives you a prompt to check in anonymously. So please don't be alarmed. You would not be informed of whom would be at the establishment. It just gives you a quantitative live fee so that you would know exactly where you would like to go and how many people are there. Download the app today. Global Galaxy app available for both Android and iOS devices.
Are you looking for a home care aid for an elderly parent? Maybe you're looking for a nanny or babysitter for your children. Are you looking for a housekeeper or cleaner for your home or office? Then Helping Hands Home Care is the place for you. We provide qualified home care aid, nannies, babysitters, housekeepers, and cleaners at reasonable prices. We work so you don't have to. Just send us your budget and schedule and we'll make it happen. Are you trained in home care? Do you have experience in caring for the elderly, disabled, or children? Or maybe you want to earn extra money cleaning homes and offices? Then be part of our team. We want you. Contact us today, WhatsApp or call 4838741 to sign up. We are Helping Hands Home Care. Helping Hands Home Care. The home is where the heart is.
a vision for your physical eyes, and through the eyes of faith, let healing arise in your mind, body, and spirit. At Natural Heal Ministries, we teach kingdom principles for living that brings the blessing of God to your mind, body, and soul.
NHM Professional Associates are located at number 10 Moody Stewart Street, Monrepos, San Fernando. For more info, contact Dr. Desmond Phillip at NHM on 349-3494.
NHM Professional Associates can be heard live on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 9:05 to 9:55 a.m.
We know the street because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
Goodly people, we are back. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much for staying live. So, we were on the issues of grant.
Yes, and it's been coming up for some time, and I want to play this clip from Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, who appeared on the Rise and Shine morning program. Is Rise and Shine? Is it name? All right. Yes, Rise and Shine morning program on Tobago Channel 5. So she was in Tobago this morning, and she had a chance to chat about that same situation.
Minister Shamfa
Kojo. Because, of course, she's now back as representing Tobago West for the general election.
She's a candidate.
So she's the candidate, yes. And as minister and candidate, she was interviewed by one of our friends, Brother B.
Hey.
He's a TV
yes,
connoisseur
and a very
now.
good one too.
Yes, he's very well decked
I'm
over.
very pleased with him.
I've been wearing them suits.
Brother B's a cloth man from a long time.
Well, boy, I wonder if he gave Terence Yalsing some advice, because Terence Yalsing is a suit man too. Anyhow, but Minister Kujo was on this morning. I just want to play a little bit of that clip where she spoke about that Plymouth situation. Oh, 1 second, eh?
Yeah.
I'm doing all kind of nonsense.
Just you want to jack it in? You want to put it in so we can hear it? Yeah?
Yeah, I was going to do it like Dr. Rowley and just play it by the mic.
No, me never with that kind of backyard thing. We all this technology. So you can put it in and let's hear it.
Renters, some landlords are dodging because of the state of their property, because of whatever arrangement they would have had. So we've had those types of challenges. I want to go back to that Plymouth situation, because I think if you're telling the story, you have to tell the whole story.
Okay.
I did I checked up on that situation yesterday, and I got to find out that the person had been owing the landlord since before this whole COVID situation. Yes, and since way earlier up in the year, the landlord would have been serving notices and so on. So this is not a situation where this person lost her income due to COVID. This person didn't lose income due to COVID.
So the landlord is saying that she had owed a couple of months before.
Yes, that's
but
the
she is
information
saying
that
on the
we
Facebook
received
feed
yesterday.
that she has been paying her rent up until.
Well, people say just about anything on the Facebook page, you know. I'm saying at the end of the day, it is for social services to justify, to do their necessary investigation and treat with that, and I trust that they will do so in due time.
Very good.
Okay. Interesting indeed. So from what we're hearing, the person in Plymouth may have owed the landlord long before COVID-19 and tried to get the funding from the ministry to clear the arrears that she would have incurred before.
But she apparently she went to the Facebook page to show how the landlord put her on the road and that kind of thing, to get empathy, I guess, from the public. And, you know, Mr. Kujo also spoke about people being dishonest in general with this whole COVID situation. She herself was looking at a situation where she gave a food card to one member of a family, a spouse, namely the husband, and the husband came back, collected the card, and the wife came back subsequently and complained that she should have control of the card and asked that the card be redistributed in her name or to her. Now, I understand Tobago, and for people in Tobago, I want to give you all a chance to listen carefully. If you're on the Facebook, share this for persons who need to hear this, because over the last week, I've been following a conversation and a situation that was brought to my attention about food cards and persons not being able to top up their food cards in Tobago. And to date, I'm still pursuing some information. However, I can't let the week continue to run on without giving much of an update. As it is now, there's a number of persons who receive support from the Division of Finance and the Economy in Tobago by way of an emergency temporary food card, a green card that would have been issued with a letter, a number, and a PIN, and information as to how you could utilize the card. That card that is issued by the Tobago House of Assembly is a card that only has $500 on it. It is a card that gives you access to $500 in food support that you can go to various groceries and utilize. Some persons did contact me and say, listen, this is not what the Ministry of Social Development is advertising. Because the Ministry of Social Development has advised that you could access these temporary food cards for those of you who had children on the school feeding program and you did not or were not previously in receipt of a food card, that you could apply for this temporary card. When you get the temporary card, it was supposed to have 3 months at $510 each on it. So these persons who got these cards from the Division of Finance were expecting to see $1,530. However, they got cards with $500. What I've been informed of today, reliably so, by various heads of department in various divisions, the food card that is issued by the Division of Finance is a Tobago initiative that was existing previously to help persons who may have lost their homes due to natural disaster, fire, or had a situation of lack of food for whatever reason or social, ill that they may have faced. That program was expanded to encompass some of you who may have lost jobs during the COVID time and may have had a challenge getting the Ministry of Social Development cards. So the support was, given by the Finance Division to persons in Tobago, but that is a one-use card.
Just a one-off
for
something.
$500, yes.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you, if you do have those cards in your possession, you can reapply to have those cards ideally topped up.
Okay.
And if you're looking at me on the live, you'll see us saying topped up in inverted commas.
Why are you doing that in inverted
Because it's not really, it's supposed to be a one-use card. So it's not really a top-up.
It's not designed to top up.
No, it's really supposed to be a reapplication.
So then who
for
was
another
the
one
one
use.
that gave the authorization to have it topped up?
Right. So the division has decided, listen, let's give these people these one-use cards, and if you're still in dire straits at the end of your first month of having it, you could come back to us and reapply.
Right.
And we're saying that this is not a top-up, it's a reapplication process, because these cards are managed in that one-off situation. But they do understand the situation, and in trying to help, you could reapply to get another $500.
Okay.
So the reapplication process will require you going and filling out another form at the Division of Finance and the Economy. You do not have to carry any more documents. You will not have to resit your interview, because persons who got the cards were interviewed either by phone or in person, and they also had a document to fill out and other supporting documents to bring. They say you don't have to bring back any supporting documents per se. That is what I was told by a reliable source, I will say. And you could go back to the division and make the application again, just to say, listen, I need to get back some more because I haven't gotten X, Y, and Z support. I am still, however, awaiting information from the Ministry of Social Development, who does have a sub-office in Tobago, and they will be issuing the cards that will give you the $1,530. So what you will get at finance is $500. I find it a little bit tedious to go back and apply. I find that, the systems should be married between what finance is doing and what social development is doing.
I was just about to ask, why are there two separate cards from two different state entities, clearly to address one issue, which is the COVID-19 relief?
It's food support directly. You're not even talking salary, we're not talking rent. This is food.
Does it exempt someone who applied to finance from applying to social?
It doesn't exempt them from applying.
So you can apply in both places and get through both places.
That's right. And that is the question I'm waiting on the ministry to answer, whether they are getting the information via list from finance as to who has been given. Because the other thing is, if I got $500 for month one, and at the end of month one, I then went to ministry and make my application, and I get another one with this full money, it puts me in a more advantageous position than another person
who got none at all. What is the criteria in applying for these cards? Did you...
Yeah, but part of the criteria is that you have to show that you would have faced some loss in earnings or job or so on. So your letter of termination or change of contract or whatever you will get from your employer should be part of that. Proof of address, etc., the regular things that they will check on. And then they will conduct a telephone interview or person-to-person interview depending on how the cases roll out.
Okay.
And they will assess based on your need. Now, Tobago is a beautiful place that it's so small, a lot of people will know. And so Dennis really can't walk into office and apply for one of those cards.
Yeah, so they know who is who.
Yeah, in general, So I think they have a nice situation. They could manage it. What I would really like to find out from the Ministry of Social Development is if they have a really good communication with the Division of Finance and anybody else that is doing food support.
So they know who's getting and who's not getting.
That's right. Now, there are church organizations now that are saying they are being inundated with people coming to collect food hampers. And this is where our selfish, uncaring, and dishonest side of our nature seems to come out at times. There are people who are in receipt of food card or cards, and some of them are going to these organizations that are doing charitable work and taking 2 and 3 hampers. Some persons even changing pictures on ID cards to go into these places, In the church organizations, they're walking in with a lie in an attempt to defraud the system just to get food that somebody else may need. And last fortnight, I was directly involved with one of these organizations, and I'll tell you about some conversations that I heard. And Trinidad and Tobago, we have to be our brother's keeper regardless of race, color, height, size, sexual preference, or refugee status. People were visibly telling some Venezuelans who came for food, "Oh, you don't go from here, you're not from here. Oh, you can't get nothing here." That attitude, people, will take us down a deep, dark road. And if you don't believe in things like karma and how you approach certain things coming back to haunt you, you better start.
Well, let me tell you about my own experience. with dishonest people. So through the Aisha Wells Center and my sponsors at the center, we donated 160 food hampers to persons in Trinidad and Tobago who had issues with food around the COVID-19 period. One woman in particular, because how we found them really was via Facebook. They messaged us at the center. We asked them a few questions, and of course, the sponsor then gets contacted through me, and they deliver the hampers to them. One woman created 2 Facebook pages, calling herself Marissa something was one of the page, and Trisha John was another page.
What?
Marissa messaged first for assistance for herself and her children, and the sponsor delivered. 2 days after Trisha John showed up, similar story. But I started to screen a little more vigorous going down the road. So I caught Trisha. Because the sponsor mentioned to me some unique things about Marissa, I started to put 2 and 2 together and realize Trisha and Marissa may be the same person. When she was caught, she quickly said, yes, I received the food from Miss Such and Such, but I owed my landlord money, and I had to pay my landlord before she put me out on the street. So the situation went from wanting food immediately to paying her landlord. So I'm saying that to say I understand that there are dishonest people that would take advantage of the system. Screening processes to assist should be vigorous.
Yeah.
But then there are also those who are in desperate need of assistance from the system. And they are the ones that are suffering because of persons who were trying to cheat the system. And I just think it's so unfortunate. It is so unfortunate. But we're going to take your calls. The lines are open. I know a lot of you, the place opening back up. Everybody's back out to work. Some people say they applied. Not one word from the ministry. What's happening with you? Tell us what's your current situation. Persons from Tobago can also call in if you're familiar with what.
Yeah, and I just got a message about something from Tobago too.
As well.
Yeah, but let's take the calls first. 342-0081, 342-0081, or you could also get us on 466-5391. That's 466-5391.
We have a break to take in about a minute or so we'll take this call very quickly.
Squeeze in one at least, yeah.
Caller, you're live. Hold on 1 minute, please.
1 second, caller.
Go ahead, please. Hey, Kunji.
In my view, it's so disrespectful to me and taxpayers to say, well, all right. I said, if the lady owing rent 3 months before, and the lady, that don't want to push you out, and the government have a relief grant, that is not survival instinct that will kick in over it for the lady to get every city government to all right, let me give the lady this. And that will ease up the lady's stress. Rather than we say, oh, they're trying to fraud the government. In a country has so much money, $60 billion, people trying all kind of fraud to get food to eat. We human beings can say, hey, these are people in need. You know how much money the government spends? Billions of dollars in COVID, and the people them hungry in the country.
Should be 30 seconds. Leave it there. I'll come back to you shortly, yeah? So we're going to go for that break. We're coming back with you. We have an interview in the 5 o'clock hour, so you can look forward for that as well.